Namaskar. Swatantra Bharat 75 is a series of expert talk on various topics and is organized by Vivekananda Kendra Kanyakumari and Vivekananda Prabodhini, Mumbai. The series theme is Genius of India as a key to the crisis of humanity. I'm happy that I'm invited in this series to talk. Friends, naturopathy, natural living, in a nutshell, we can say nature cure is a very important aspect in this reference. Perhaps nature cure or naturopathy might be the most ancient mode of treatment in the history of human civilization. Of course, the term naturopathy, that caption was developed very recently in Europe, some about 200 years back. But we find a theme of Pancha Mahabhuta in all the ancient civilizations, whether it is Africa or the South America, no doubt India, even China, Japan. Only thing, the different terminologies are used for that, but that concept was there. In India, through the Sankhya philosophy, Sankhya is supposed to be the first darshan out of the 9 known darshan in India as on today. And for the first time, this concept of Pancha Mahabhuta we find in the Sankhya darshan. The human race first would have tried to utilize the very Pancha Mahabhuta, of which this universe is constituted, of which the body is constituted. Those very Pancha Mahabhuta would have employed for the treatment. And so, this concept of Pancha Mahabhuta, its utilization is very, very important so far health is concerned. So there are so many modes of treatment, but every system has got its own plus point, minus point. The most popular recognized methodology is, of course, modern medicine. Previously, it was known as allopathy. Under the modern science and technology, it has developed like anything. And that's its plus point. In emergency, from life-saving point of view, it's a efficient system, as we all know. It's evidence-based and systematically studied. But at the same time, it has got its own limitations, weaknesses. We talk of side effects, etc., etc. Naturopathy is the most ancient system, and it's based on the self-healing mechanism. Any instrument designed by human race, if it is getting spoiled or having some problem in the functioning, a technician is required to correct it. The instrument itself can't, correct it. But the human body or the animal body, let us say, organism on this earth, that creation is so peculiar. It is created by the creator or mother nature, whatever you name it. It has got an inbuilt efficiency to heal itself. And we should strongly believe in this efficiency of mother nature to heal. Science, technology, it's there at its own level. It should be employed only when required. But as I said, in emergency, it's highly useful. Somebody is getting heart attack, then we may think of some yogic practice like some pranayam or shavasana or some diet, but they are of no use at that emergency. Within next 5 minutes, his life is to be saved. And there the modern medicine technology comes to the rescue. So every system has got its own plus and minus point. There are two terminologies, naturopathy and natural living. Natural living is preventive and naturopathy is curative, because the whole principle of naturopathy is that it is the poison accumulation that leads to diseases, and live in such a way that the poison formation will be limited. So there is no question of employing the Panchamahabhut to detoxify. That's the idea. And so natural living is preventive and naturopathy is curative. If toxemia is the only cause of disease, that is poison formation, poison accumulation rather, and then detoxification is the only treatment. So that is one of the speciality, uniqueness of naturopathy, that it believes in uniqueness of the disease and uniqueness of the treatment. So there is only one disease and there is only one treatment. Now the very basic fundamental question comes that what are the main sources of toxin formation, from where the toxin is formed? So one is mind and another is food. It is said stress is number one killer. So mind is the most important source of poison formation. Mind is the culprit, as you know, in many aspects. And the whole yogic philosophy is concerned with controlling the poison formation at mental level. Apart from that, yogic practices like asana, bandha, mudra, kriya, pranayam, dhyan, they have got a central effect, a mental effect, a relaxation aspect. There are other effects like blood circulation and muscle toning, etc., etc. But one of the aspects is the relaxation. So that way, they all contribute to form less poison at a mental level or get rid of the poison already formed. And at a body level, of course, the circulation leads to detoxification. Another most important cause for the poison formation is the food. So really it's shocking, because we have learned till now that food is for nourishment. We already learned in modern science that carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, these are the main nutrients which are furnished through the food or the diet. But as we say, every coin has got two sides. So the food, its digestion, its absorption, its assimilation is one side of that coin, and another side, in that process, some quantity of poison is bound to get formed. So far the food regime in nature cure is concerned, it is said that have food in such a way, its combination, its timing, its processing, whatever we call, that minimum poison formation should be there and maximum nourishment should be there. Unfortunately, whatever the food we are taking today under the name of 21st century modern, lifestyle, we dump huge quantity of poison and comparatively minimum nourishment. So that you have to take care of. And here where the naturopathy guides us what is the correct food. Now, the first grade prevention is to avoid toxin formation beyond 24 hours detoxifying capacity of the body. So body has got its own daily routine detoxifying capacity. For example, we breathe out the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is acid. Most of the poisons are acidic in nature. Urine is, formed through the kidneys. The urine pH is acidic. Sweating, or how the liver, try to detoxify the body to a great extent. How through the stools, the toxins are being thrown out. Apart from sweating, there is a scale that is going out of the skin. These are all different modes of detoxification. There is a beautiful WhatsApp message, like if the soap and water cleans the body, what makes towel to get dirty? Really a very serious question. So the scientific answer here is that there are dead scales on the body. If you come to our ancestors like reptiles, snakes, etc., they do not have kidneys. They just go on accumulating the poison in the skin, and after a few months, they peel off the skin. The human race has evolved a lot after crores of years, and they got kidney. But still, somewhere that ancestral, gene or ancestral modality is still prevailing. So, through skin also, we detoxify. With the scales, the dead scales are removed. And that's why in sponge bath, we just give a massage, or rub the skin with the towel. And then again and again, we wash that towel so that the dead cells are being removed. So these all are different modalities of detoxification. Now, the second grade of prevention is when the toxicity crosses the threshold value, then there is a mission detoxification drive by the body itself. In the first grade of detoxification, we can think of liver as a very important organ. Liver is the largest organ in the body. And the food that is digested in the digestive system, it is absorbed in the blood. That blood diet doesn't directly go to heart. This is very important anatomical aspect we have to understand. The blood goes to the liver, and again it breaks down into capillaries. So it starts from the capillaries in the digestive system, the stomach, intestine, etc. And they join together as veins, and again they break up in the liver. So it is known as portal system. This is known as hepatic portal system. So hepatic is connected to liver, because liver is the commander. It's a security gate. It doesn't allow anything that is ingested by us to reach the brain, kidney, and other delicate organs. So there is a security gate. And here, liver tries to destroy maximum poison that we happen to ingest knowingly or unknowingly. Similarly, as a metabolic waste, so many poisons are formed in every cell of the body. And those poisons which those cells are not able to destroy, they are collected to liver through the blood, and liver tries to destroy. And that's the reason we find the drunkard, their liver gets spoiled, because alcohol is a solvent for the lipid fat. The basic structure of the human body is lipoprotein. We know cell is a structural and functional unit of the body, and the very structure of that cell is the lipoprotein. Protein part and a lipid component. And this lipid gets dissolved in alcohol. Alcohol is a solvent. That's why when a drunkard drinks the alcohol from the digestive system, it is fast absorbed and it goes to liver first. And liver tries its best to destroy it, to neutralize it. But of course, if it is few drops of alcohol, then liver can manage. When peg over peg is being drunk by the drunkard, then obviously little part is being destroyed by liver, and rest of the part enters through the blood, reaches the brain, and whatever kick they talk about. And when somebody continuously drinks, that is what is known as drunkard, addicted drunkard, what we call, their liver is getting spoiled. That's the reason, because the very structure, the lipid component of the basic lipoprotein structure is melted or dissolved. That's why we find the damage of liver in case of these drunkards. So these all are the first level detoxification. that is on daily basis, 24 hours, continuously we throw out the poison through the breathing, that is lungs, and then kidney continuously filters the blood, urine formation. There is sweating, there is scale formation in the skin, and there is a digestive system. Through the stools, we throw many poisons out. But at a second order, it's the inner power, we talk it immunity, we may call it vital power, whatever the word you use. But that takes care of that. When the poison dumping is there, unfortunately, the capacity of all this system we discussed, liver and lungs and kidney, skin, etc. It has evolved after crores of years evolution process. And very recently, few thousands back, we started, human race started eating cooked. So I think that was the first time we went away from Mother Nature. All other creatures on this earth eat raw, and we started eating cooked foods. But still, thousands of years, it didn't had too much bad effect. But since last 50 years, if you see the tremendous changes in the lifestyle across the globe, and what our ancestors had never imagined, today we are eating. So many processing of the food, preserved and packed and sugared and whatnot, not only just cooked. And so that all contributes to dumping of poisons in a high grade every 24 hours. And the detoxification efficiency of all this natural system per 24 hours is limited. And if you are dumping such a huge quantity of poison, obviously every 24 hours there is a storing of the poison. And ultimately that is the reason for all the diseases, that the basic theory of naturopathy we have seen. It says that germs are only secondary cause. Primary cause is the poison accumulation in case of acute diseases, infectious diseases, and of course for other NCDs we talk about, non-communicable diseases or stress-related functional disorder. There also it is the poison accumulation is responsible for all these diseases. That's the basic theorem, principle of nature cure or naturopathy. And so when the first order machinery to detoxify having limitation, it goes, the poison accumulation crosses every 24 hours of accumulating, and one day a threshold level comes. Then, provided our Allen vital or potency inside, potentiality is strong, immunity is strong, then only the body takes a decision by itself to detoxify, and that is known as acute disease. So according to naturopathy, acute diseases are healing crisis. They are not diseases at all. But acute disease, if they are suppressed, it leads to chronic diseases. It's something much different doctrine from what modern medicine teaches us. There the way of suppressing by using different medicine, antibiotics and whatnot, in spite of knowing the side effects of all these antibiotics and other medicines, as you know. So that way, this system comes to the risk, come to our rescue. So highly healing. So it believes that acute disease are healing crisis. They are not at all diseases. They are for our wellness. And totally this different approach is very important for us. It is the mission detoxification drive. That's what the acute disease is. They should not be suppressed, or if suppressed, they lead to chronic diseases. What acute diseases are? They last for some 1, 2, 3 days, not more than that. There is one specialty of them. The pain or discomfort is so strong that we are not able to do our normal work. We have to just take rest, sleep, etc. Complete bedridden, we have to become. For example, common cold, fever, loose motion, muscle sprain, or the boil, what you call, these can be considered as the acute disorders. In compared to that, what are chronic disorders? They don't force you to remain bedridden. You can do your all routine work, but you are suffering. They are known as chronic diseases, like the high blood pressure, diabetes, back pain, thyroid, loss of appetite, constipation. These are the disorders, long-term disorders. And what naturopathy strongly believes is, if the acute disease is suppressed, then there are more and more chances that one will get all these chronic diseases. Now, the first acute disease, that is a common cold. Let us discuss about that. This totally different approach will be highly beneficial so far. What we today also we are experiencing, not only 2 years COVID, almost 3-year COVID pandemic the whole globe has experienced, and even today we are talking about the stronger and stronger virus leading to influenza and flu and all such diseases, monkeypox and whatnot. So a long list of virus-related disorders, and that too, the viruses are mutating, and it becomes challenging for the medical science every now and then. We are discussing about that. But here, it will be a total different approach, and really, it will be highly beneficial. So let us discuss about this first, common cold. Generally, what are the symptoms? There is a oozing of the liquid mucus, and sneezing and headache, loss of taste, loss of smell, and body pain. So, generally, if you test the mucus, it is a bit sour in taste. So that's acid. As I referred, all the toxins are acidic in nature. And that's why reducing acid dumping food and increasing alkali dumping food is one of the best way for prevention of diseases, for maintaining the health. So the accumulated acidic poison first leads to kapha vikar, then leads to pitta vikar, and then leads to vata vikar. That is the theory. And as I said, mucus is slightly sour, means it is acid. So that's the first, when there is some grade of poison accumulation, it's the kapha vikar. And that's why we find small children, they get only kapha vikar and not pitta vikar. They don't get acidity. They don't get vata vikar. They don't get the joint pain, but mainly oozing of the nostril, etc. And there, we should immediately stop their acid dumping food. Sugar, refined oil, the hydrogenated fat, these are the major culprits to dump acid like anything. And then, of course, fermented food items. Then all the packed food items, bottled, packed, then the sauces and soups, such tomato soup, for example, tomato ketchup, and then all the packed food like uncle's chips, auntie's chips, I don't know what other, relation chips have come in the market. So all these are highly acid dumping, and that's the reason why they are fundamentally bad for the health. And in this reference, in common cold, when there is a threshold accumulation of the acidic poison, body takes a decision to throw them out through this so-called common cold, and the mucus oozes out. It is sour in taste, it is acidic. Means through that you are throwing the acid out. Body has decided to get yourself detoxified as a healing crisis. So we should not suppress that detoxification. That's number one. And then there is sneezing, there is headache, there is body pain. It's a code language of Mother Nature that take rest. There's a loss of taste and loss of smell. You can't enjoy any food. It means, again, it's a code language of the Mother Nature that don't eat. So fast and rest is the best medicine if you follow the code language of Mother Nature. And all animals, all creatures follow this philosophy. It comes to them as a natural wisdom, intuition, they come. So we are also creature on this earth. So we too are given, provided that natural wisdom, inborn wisdom by Mother Nature. But because of our intellectual development, we try to sidetrack it. We believe more on our intelligence rather than the Mother Nature's intuitionary wisdom, unfortunately. For example, if a farmer feeds its, cattle, or the ox, whoever, if one fine morning he finds the animal has not touched that fodder, the animal can't express, dumb animal, but the code language is understood by the owner, by the farmer. Something is wrong with my animal. That's why he has not touched the food or the fodder that I served yesterday night. So let him take rest. And for 2-3 days, he won't disturb. He will take rest. And on third or fourth day, it will be, quite fit. So the wisdom given by Mother Nature is followed by all the animals, except we the people, because we believe more on our so-called intelligence. So we should stop doing this nonsense, in short. We should obey to the Mother Nature's, guidance, just like a innocent small boy or girl, a child. A child is so innocent. It always obeys to its mother, and that's very much important. So also, we should be a sincere, obedient child of Mother Nature to follow all these code languages. So it's throwing out of the poison through the mucus. And unfortunately, we treat it other way. We do not like that oozing of the mucus. We want to suppress it with some medicine, and there are commercial advertisements. क्या हाल बना के रखा है, कुछ लेते क्यों नहीं, so and so action 500 ली. So that's the commercial advertisement that tells us that you need to suppress. So we like, oh, what a great tablet, my headache has gone and my oozing of nostril has stopped, it's dried, and I'm very happy now. I'm very comfortable. It's feel good, unfortunately. Feel good. It is feel good that is not required. Being good is more important. And in order to have being good, like an obedient child, you have to follow what Mother Nature wants. Mother Nature's want, or my body wants to detoxify myself. My body has got inbuilt repairing efficiency to such acute diseases. And I should understand the acute diseases as healing crisis in its right spirit. So we should stop, suppress it. So we throw the poison out through these symptoms, and then the entire energy is used for this detoxification. And in order to make available more and more energy to detoxify, we need to curtail the energy, wasting modalities. So that's what Mother Nature does. How in different mode the energy is used. So when it is used for requirement needed, it is known as use. When it is used without requirement, it's a waste. Simple definition. So on food, almost 30% of energy is used. Then by fasting, by not eating food, that's why Mother Nature has withdrawn the smell and withdrawn the taste so that it tells us not to eat, to fast. Means this 30% energy is surplus. Mother Nature gives us headache, body pain. It makes us to lie down, to take rest. So a lot of energy that is being utilized at the physical level is being, made surplus so that it is diverted for detoxification. Of course, we should relax mentally also. We are taking rest means obviously that is also expected. So at that level also the energy is saved. So that is the method. And so the energy that is saved, it is diverted for detoxification, and hence rest and fast is the best medicine. In Sanskrit, it is already said, Langhanam Paramaushati. Fasting is the superior most medicine, it says. Whether it is liver problem like jaundice, whether it is some loose motion, the membrane heals very fast within 2 to 3 days. So if you just take a rest and didn't take any food, nature takes its own care to heal, because it has got that appearance to heal by thyself. But if at all we feel that we are an intellectual animal, so why not to boost that immunity, or why not to boost that detoxification modality? Then of course we can. Otherwise, really speaking, there is no need to interfere. Just like an obedient child, you just obey what Mother Nature's want. So we may go for the extract, kadha or tipol, of the basil, that is tulsi and ginger. And the black pepper and lemon is to be avoided when there is a common cold or anything that is related to cough. When there are other acute diseases like say malaria, jaundice, malaria, then dengue, such fevers which are not related to cough, there is no oozing of the mucus. In such cases, we can add this pepper also, black pepper. That is also useful for boosting the immunity. But here in this case, black pepper will dry down the cough. We want it to remain thin so that it will ooze out within 1 to 2 days. So black pepper should be avoided. As I said, even lemongrass should be avoided in these cases. So as we have seen, 30% of energy is used for digestion, that is being made surplus by fasting. And in physical activity, that is being made surplus by resting. So this diverts the energy, and this leads to the detoxification. What is the conventional treatment is? What we are taught, unfortunately. Take a medicine, suppress it. Many times, somebody happens to die and we visit that family, and their family members happen to say, oh, that so-and-so relative, very, very health conscious, they say. And what is the explanation for that? Whenever there is some problem, any health issue, fever, etc., immediately he used to go to doctor and take medicine. Or for us also, he used to tell immediately, have you gone to doctor? Have you taken the medicine? So the health awareness aspect is misunderstood by us as taking medicine. That is not health awareness. The lifestyle is health awareness. What food you should take, what food you should avoid, what all exercise you should do, yoga you should do, how you should be your mental approach, what the philosophy of life. This is all is part of lifestyle, is important so far health awareness, and not taking medicine. There is something secondary. But unfortunately, we are understanding health awareness some wrong way. We are misguided, unfortunately. So many people say, the Ayurvedic medicine, it's good. It doesn't have side effects. Allopathic medicines are not good. Means from medicine point of view only we are understanding Ayurveda, which is wrong. The basic of Ayurveda, it says, swastasya swasthya rakshanam, aturasya vikara prashamanam. That the protect health of a healthy person is the main objective of Ayurveda. It gives that lifestyle, it guides how the life should be. Ahar, vihar and nidra, it talks about. Rutucharya, dinacharya, daily routine, the seasonal routine, how we have to behave. Beautiful, guideline in Ayurveda. That's a Veda. It's one of the ways it is understood as. It's a way of life. And aturasya vikara prashamanam. When somebody is suffering, then to give some relief. That's a secondary objective of Ayurveda. But unfortunately, we understand Ayurveda as medicine, allopathic medicine and the Ayurvedic medicine. No. Giving medicine is secondary in Ayurveda. It's basically way of life. Just like I compared it with naturopathy and natural living. Same way it is applicable here. So, it is the detoxification which is important. But whenever we take any medicine, we dry the cough. So something wrong we are doing. Body wanted to throw the poison out. We are suppressing it by taking medicine. We stop it. Then we feel good because of that. But it is feeling good is not important. Being good is important, as we have discussed. Medicines can't be taken on empty stomach. And that's why the body is not prepared to digest. The digestive system, energy is diverted for detoxification, as we have seen. And here we are suppressing. Hence, we have to forcibly eat food to take medicine, and then the food is not digested. Means new poisons are formed. Whenever food is not digested, poisons are formed. That's the simple principle. Even Ayurveda says the same thing. Arm formation. Naturopathy also believes in the same principle. And so, indigestion leads to further toxin. The intention of Mother Nature behind giving us the cold was to detoxify, and by all these wrong, modalities, by suppressing the oozing of the poison mucus, by not taking rest, by not fasting but eating food and taking medicine to suppress it. All this will further build up the poison. Means we are going exactly other way. We are most non-obedient, non-sincere child of Mother Nature. That's what we are proving by these modalities. So, out of the Mother Nature's intention, detoxification, that is not being, served. So the Mother Nature's code language, as I said previously also, body pain means take rest, save energy. Then no taste, no smell, no hunger. It means you fast so that energy is diverted for detoxification. And animal follow all this Mother Nature. We have seen, I had given the example of the ox. And now, what we do, we suppress, and then body want to. Body is very clever. Body want to throw the poison out. So after 1 month or 2 months, again we get that same symptom. And we suppress it. Again we get the same symptom because body want to throw the poison out. Again we suppress. Slowly, after every 2 months, after every 1 month, more frequently, every 15 days, we get such symptoms. And we say, I got allergy. What allergy? That allergy phenomenon is created by us by not obeying the Mother Nature's motto. If you would have followed the naturopathy philosophy, not to suppress, rest and fast, then it's only once in a year or once in a 1.5 year that one will get cold. Again and again, more frequent cold will never happen. That so-called allergy we discuss about, it is because of our own wrong conventional method to suppress the acute disease. Now, the naturopathy has got a totally different approach to understand this. Generally, we say germs have attacked, viruses have attacked. But naturopathy says they are invited. I will give you a simple example. If I clean my house daily, then I am able to do that. But once in a while, I have to, some guests are going to come or some festival is there, Diwali, and I want to completely, thoroughly clean my house. I have to shift the cupboards and all that. I alone may not be able to do that, heavy cupboards. So I will, hire some two laborers and ask them to clean from outside. Of course, you are not expecting to get it clean from inside. I'm talking about the thief. Okay. So if you have a watch that they won't, operate the cupboard from inside, but only from outside. So that is what our immunity is. And so what we are taught by modern science or medicine, that the germs have attacked, viruses have attacked the body. But here is something totally different approach. They are invited by the body to detoxify, because I have got a daily detoxifying modality. We have seen the lungs and liver and the skin, digestive system, etc. And when the poison accumulation reaches a threshold value, because of my inner potentiality, potency, and vital immunity, it has decided to detoxify what is known as mission detoxification, known as such acute diseases. And then it is the body who has invited them, they have hired the germ to detoxify, because it is the toxin which makes a favorable situation for germs to grow. Germs are not the primary cause of disease. They are only secondary cause. It is the poison accumulation which is primary cause. It makes a favorable situation for germs to grow. And so in culture also, they grow the germs under agar and such substratum. The great Louis Pasteur, who is supposed to be the father of this entire microbiology, used to say, microbes are nothing but soil is everything. He stated this historic statement at a later stage when we got matured. But initially he was young. For the first time he discovered so many germs, etc. He turned bit psychic. He used to wash hand twice with so and so lotion and thrice with another lotion before having food. But as he grew, he understood it better, and he had this historic statement that microbes are nothing but soil is everything. Soil means the substratum over which the germs grow. So it is the accumulated poison that is responsible for the disease, and not the germs by themselves. If poison's body is detoxified, the germs will literally run away. And this is not just theory. It is based on my own personal experience too. I'm not just discussing the philosophy or by reading some book, but I have experimented on my own body, on my family members, on my relatives and the students, whoever happens to seek and follow the guidance. So that has been experimentally proved. The naturopathy principles are completely valid and completely true. So it is the resistance that is important, the immunity that is important, so that those germs won't do harm to us. They will just detoxify and then go away. So that's what this entire system is. So the daily cleansing happens, and now here just like hiring the laborers, the germs are hired, germs are invited by the body to give so-called acute diseases, and the immunity is to superize so that nothing happens beyond a particular level. They are the healing crisis, as you have seen. Thus, the symptoms of acute disease are already solutions found by the Mother Nature. Unfortunately, we consider them as the disease, and we try to find solution to the solution, assuming that we are wiser than the Mother Nature itself. So this is a wrong approach. We should understand these acute diseases, the symptoms, they are already solutions found by the Mother Nature, because they are the healing crisis. We should just follow, we should understand the code language, we should not suppress, we should just follow the resting and fasting, and then it will serve the purpose of Mother Nature behind that, giving us the acute diseases through so-called inviting the germs. And so this is very, very important to understand the functioning of Mother Nature, functioning of the very body. We misunderstand the functioning of the body. under the name of science and technology, sorry to say, unfortunately, and we end with all these problems. So for COVID-like disease also, nothing to worry actually. And I have got experience on that, which we will see next time in this, the first part of this lecture, and we will meet again for the second part. Thank you so much.